We're doing a video.
That's going to be the opening.
Right, here we go.
The video presentation for grammar.
Hello. Don't end with prepositions.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello, my name's Margaret Taylor, and I'm very pleased to be able to aid my granddaughter Claire Shelburne by answering this questionnaire.
I would say, hi Claire's grammar class. I hope you're having fun.
Hi Claire, I'm in a hotel in London opposite the British Library at the moment.
Claire is my granddaughter and I'm very pleased to be able to help her with this project. So we'll make a start.
Hey kiddo, I'm going to take this video. I've never made a video before, so technologically challenged here.
Okay, here we go.
I am 79 years old. I live in England, in the UK. I am a retired doctor. I was a general practitioner, and so I had a university level of education with some vocational training on top of it. Both my parents were teachers, and the only other factor that might influence my grammar in my answers to these questions is that I'm actually Welsh, and I was living in Wales until I left home when I was 19.
Hi, my name is Callie Graham. I am 21. I live in the US. I am a senior in college, and both of my parents are college educated.
My name's Helen Taylor. I'm 54. I am a resident of Shreveport, Louisiana, but I'm from South London, as you might be able to detect. I am a college professor. I teach English, no less. And I have a PhD in that subject. My parents are both college educated. Not as good as me, though. And I don't teach grammar, but I do correct graduate level papers. So if there are grammatical errors, I can detect them. So perhaps that gives me a bit of a edge or something.
My name is Wallace Sarkozy. I'm going to tell you a few things about myself before we start. So I am 21 years old, almost 22. I live in New York City, but I'm a military kid, so I grew up everywhere. So I have all the bad habits of speech. I'm an actor, and I have a high school diploma, and then I also have 1 year of undergrad and then 2 years of a conservatory training program where I had a voice and speech class. And so I know all about my vocal fry. And let's see what else. My parents, both of them, have a master's degree in English. But then my dad moved to the military, and my mom's a speech pathologist. And that's a lot. That's pretty much it that I can tell you about reasons why my grammar is all over the place, because I've lived everywhere.
Say your name.
Okay. Nick Barnum. I'm 19. I'm from the United States. I'm a student, and my dad has a PhD, and my mom has a master's in something, and I'm a Spanish major, so I've taken a lot of Spanish grammar courses, so that probably affects my grammar. That's me.
Hello, my name is Tony Taylor. I'm 79 years old. I was born and live in England. I have a degree from Oxford University.
Hello, my name is Donna Shelburne, and I am 49, almost 50 in 3 days. I am from the United States of America, and I am currently a physician assistant. I have a master's degree, and my parents' level of education, my mother has some college, and my father has an associate degree.
My name is Dylan Polkinghorn. I'm 20. I'm from England. I'm currently a student at the University of Sussex, studying business. So I'm an undergraduate. I guess that's my level of education. One of my parents, my father, has a doctorate in fuzzy logic, whereas my mother is currently studying for a degree in English literature. Other factors that might influence my grammar could just be where I've lived most of my life, I guess. Always in the south of England.
So my name is Steve Shelburne, which you know. I am a professor of English with emphasis in medieval and Renaissance studies. I'm a United States citizen. My parents' education, my father had a college education, though he was a corporate executive. He had been always interested in language, and he had been a Chinese translator. My mother, who is highly literate, nevertheless did not have a college education, though her mother did. Her mother was a school teacher.
My name is Julia Taylor. I'm 50. I live in the UK. I live in Poole in Dorset, to be exact. I am the academic manager of the Graduate School for Bournemouth University. I have a degree, a master's degree and a PhD. Both my parents went to university and have degrees. And I think that's kind of about it, really.
My name is Madeline Davis. I'm 21 and I am a student at Rhodes. I'm a senior. And I hate that. Please don't put that in.
I'm gonna.
And I am from Metairie, Louisiana. I've lived there my whole life until I came to Memphis, and Metairie is a suburb of New Orleans.
Say you were watching a sports game on television and someone asks you about the score. Which response sounds most natural to you? My team are winning or my team is winning?
So I would say my team is winning because it just sounds right. I don't even know why.
And when I grew up, I would have said my team aren't winning. But now I've been here so long, I think I say my team is winning.
Well, the collective singular sounds more natural to me, so my team is winning, though I'm aware of the alternative.
I would say my team is winning because I think of a team as being a singular object.
I would say my team is winning. That sounds more natural to me, although I don't care for sports.
I would say my team is winning.
I would say my team is winning because team is actually singular, so it takes the singular form of the verb is winning.
My team is winning because it's singular and is singular.
Oh, I would have to go my team is winning because I would normally say my team's winning. Why though? It's a very good question.
I would say my team is winning because I think of team as like a singular entity.
I would say my team is winning because team is a collective noun and takes the singular.
Say you are talking about the differences between your car and friends. Which response sounds most natural to you? Explain why. My car is different from yours because. My car is different than yours because. My car is different to yours because.
So I would probably go with my car is different than yours because, but my car is different from yours because is the close second. I would say than.
My car is different than yours because sounds right to me.
I would say my car is different from yours. Different from.
I would say my car is different from yours because that sounds natural to me.
I would say my car is different from yours because I suppose I relate this to the verb differ. I don't differ than anybody, I don't differ to anybody, I differ from somebody. I know that's not a complete answer, but that's instinctively what I would say.
I would say my car is different than yours because I normally use than when comparing or contrasting something.
I would say my car is different from yours simply because I was taught to say that as a young girl.
I would probably say different than yours, but different from yours also sounds right. So I think I would say both, just kind of depending on what comes out of my mouth.
Definitely my car is different to yours because. Explain why again.
So
Same answer, really. It's just that's what I would normally say, so it's just more familiar. Everyone around me would say the same thing. The others sound more alien to me.
So I guess I would say than or from, never to. It's just the preposition is just an idiom, and I'm comfortable with 1 and 3, but the British one I've never quite cottoned to.
I would say the middle one. My car is different to yours. My car is different to yours. The first one sounds like it needs something more.
3. Say you're joking around with a friend. Which response sounds most natural to you? Explain why. That's funny, that, or that's funny?
I would say that's funny because I'm not British.
I would say that's funny.
I would say that's funny.
I would simply say that's funny. I don't know that the second that adds anything particularly. It's redundant.
That's funny sounds most natural.
So I would go with that's funny, exclamation point, not that's funny that. I'm guessing that's a British thing. I don't think I would add it because I just said that, so I'd be saying that twice in like a 3-word sentence with an exclamation point.
I think I would say that's funny, that. That's funny, that.
I would just say that's funny. That's funny, that's completely unnecessary. It's just not something I would say.
The repetition of that doesn't make any sense to me. I've heard it, of course, but so that's funny sounds natural to me.
I would say that's funny.
I would say that's funny. I wouldn't say that's funny that. I associate that with a regional thing, probably that's funny that. That was meant to be a Yorkshire accent.
4. Say your friend is giving you advice about how to cure your boredom. However, you are less than enthusiastic about what he or she has in mind. Which response sounds most natural to you? Explain why. I could do, or I could.
I would say I could, and I would say I won't.
Bye.
Well, of course, I could do. It's a very British thing, but I still say it.
I guess I would say I could, because I would only say I could do something. I could do the laundry. But other than that,
I would simply say I could. Again, I don't think the do adds anything.
You say I could do, but I can never, it just sounds funny coming out of my mouth. I just say I could, and if I'm supposed to sound skeptical, I said, well, I could, but...
I would say I could. Maybe I could do, but most likely I could.
I would say I could. I don't know why. I could. I'd say it in a kind of conciliatory way. I could.
I would say I could. Because I don't understand where the do is going. I guess, like, unless it was something like I could do pizza, but I would just be like, oh, I could.
I would say I could do. I don't know why I would say that. Seems more natural.
I would say I could, and probably something else.
Definitely I could do. Me being a bit hypocritical, really, because that's the do is unnecessary again, but this time I would use it. I don't know, I guess I could do, when you add do, it makes it sound like you're more likely to actually engage in what they're saying, even if you're not. 5. Say you are introducing two of your friends to one another. Which response sounds most natural to you? Explain why. This is the man that I told you about. This is the man which I told you about. This is the man what I told you about.
I don't even know what that word is, W-O-T. I would say this is the man that I told you about. I don't know, which sounds really formal. I might be wrong.
I wouldn't say this is the man what I told you about. It's either the first or the second. I think when you use word and it sort of corrects your grammar and syntax and stuff, it's American usage to say that, whereas it's British usage to say which. I'm not actually really sure why, but I would go for the middle one, which.
I would say this is the man that I told you about, because that sounds correct.
It's the man what I told you about, which is very South London, and I would not say that. I would say this is the man which I told you about.
I would say this is the man that I told you about. This is not an option. I might say who I told you about. Can I give alternate answers? Okay, but probably that I told you about.
In this instance, I would say that is the man that I told you about. I think that sounds instinctively correct to me, but I think there may be a rather complicated grammatical rule behind it, which has to do with the words which follow the that, which, or what, whether they complete the sentence or whether they simply add some information. I think what is grammatically incorrect.
I would say this is the man that I told you about or who I told you about.
None of the above. I would say this is the man whom I told you about, since this is a person, but otherwise that would work as it often does in a non-specific case. Which doesn't make sense to me, both idiomatically and because presumably you're talking about the particular man, it's a restrictive clause. Though the what I told you about is in British usage restrictive as well, I think. So
I would say this is the man that I told you about. Again, I don't know why, but that sounds most natural to me.
I've never heard that third one, but I would say this is the man that I told you about. Explain why. Once again, I don't know. It sounds natural to me.
What I told you about that's not English. That's just made up. So not having that. Definitely, I'd say this is the man that I told you about. Just flows better for me. Or should I give you more on that?
Number 6, say a friend asks you a question but you don't know the answer. A frequent occurrence for Claire, apparently. Which response sounds most natural to you? Explain why. I don't know, or I couldn't tell you.
I would say both. I could see myself saying both of those, but most likely I would say I don't know.
Oh, I would say I couldn't tell you.
I would say I don't know because, I wouldn't know the answer, but I couldn't tell you makes it sound like I know the answer. I'm not going to tell you.
I would say I don't know because I won't know.
I would simply say I don't know. If you say I couldn't tell you, it has all sorts of implications. It muddies the waters a bit. I don't know is simple.
I would say I don't know. I couldn't tell you. It would be something... I have friends who might say that.
I would definitely say I don't know. I couldn't tell you sounds actually quite rude to me, unnecessarily emphatic and dismissive. I couldn't tell you. I would definitely just say I don't know. It just sounds much more straight up and sort of upfront about it.
I think I would say I don't know. Maybe because it sounds a little more friendly than saying I couldn't tell you.
I would always say the first one if I don't really know. I understand, I think, that I couldn't tell you means the same thing. It doesn't mean I could tell you, but I'm not going to. Rather, it means I just don't know. But it sounds illogical to me.
I would say I don't know.
So I couldn't tell you. Oh, I would definitely say I couldn't tell you. I think if you say I don't know, it says you don't know. Whereas you say I couldn't tell you, it implies you might know. So it's just not admitting you don't know, really. So I'd definitely say that one.
All right, bonus questions. Do I know what it means if someone is described as Moorish?
No.
Okay, first, do you know what it means if something is described as Moorish? Yeah, it means that it makes you want more of it. So if cookies are Moorish, they make you want to eat more of them.
Do not.
Do you know what it means if something is described as Moorish? Yes, I think I do know what it means. I think it means that you would like to have some more of it, whether it's food or whether it's music or whether it's a pleasant experience.
I do not, off the top of my head.
Yes, I do. It means that what is presented to me is very tempting. I've had some and I'd like some more. It's Moorish. It could be sweets, it could be chocolate.
I think it means wanting or needing more of something, but I'm not really sure. I don't know if I could, I don't know if I really know what that means.
Okay, spelled like that. Moorish means I want more of it. It's very nice. I'd like those biscuits. They're very Moorish. I want more.
I don't know. Is there a country called Moor? No, I do not know what that means. And
Yes, of course I do. Moorish is chocolate or potato chips, which I of course would call crisps. Those things are Moorish, meaning you want more of them.
Pretty sure that's when something's particularly like. If something's Moorish, like if you had, I don't know, a pudding that was particularly Moorish, you'd keep coming back to it. It's just easy to snack on. It's addictive, I guess. That's what I would say.
then how many kisses go after, how many like kisses X go after a message to a close friend?
How many kisses go after a message to a close friend? I have no clue. But if it's XOXO, that kind of thing, I guess there are 2.
3. No more and no less, otherwise it means something different. I think.
1 or 2.
In my case, none. I don't do kisses and I wouldn't put a little X or any little X's there.
I don't know. We never kissed each other, sent kisses to each other with a close friend.
That completely depends on gender for me. My male friends get none, obviously. Female friends, it really depends how close they are, anywhere from 1 to 4. Probably average is about 3.
I think 1. 1X.
I would say 2, definitely. 2 to a close friend and 1 to my husband.
Say 3. Say 3 is a good, solid number of kisses.
I would not put any, but the members of One Direction on Twitter and things with .x, so 1 is my answer.
Okay, well that's the end. I hope that's been of some help to you. Bye.
Good luck.
I've come to the end, yes, of my questions. And so I will bid you cheerio.
All right, have a great day.
Yeah, I guess that's it really.
Okay, hope that gives you what you need.
I think that takes care of it. If there's anything else you need to know, kiddo, let me know. Love you. Bye.